Hey everyone, so I wanted to give a bit of an update from the video that I made several weeks ago on what exactly is going on at the moment. So I'm currently okay. I'm not 100% okay, but I'm doing significantly better than I did a few weeks ago. I guess the problem is that as you guys, I don't know if you, I've tried to make it a habit on this channel to not. I in the last time I did this is to not announce my current employment status, but unfortunately I was laid off, not fired, but laid off from my previous job. And it started, and it's constant. And the issue with that is it's a constant thing when it comes to IT. Okay, when the business is not doing so well, the first people to go is IT because that can be outsourced to someone else, and essentially that's just how it goes. But I guess the whole issue is that I've been like for the first couple months of March, because I was let go at the very beginning of March, I was basically being entertained. I had a whole lot of stuff that I could catch up on, that I could explore. And the thing is, I explored everything, and then I felt like, I felt stuck. So I looked back in the past and didn't realize that there was a lot of stuff that I missed in the past that I didn't know about, that I either didn't know about or didn't have access to it and didn't have time to look at because of what happened in my life. And I just started to dread about the past days, about the things that, I missed out. It's just one of those, and I got super depressed by it. But I wanted to also talk about, in this video here, I want to talk about depression, okay? And anxiety and OCD, okay? Everyone suffers from depression, from anxiety and OCD. It's not an uncommon thing. It happens to a lot of people, even to the best of us, okay? I just felt like I needed a direction in my life. I needed purpose. I needed a very long-term distraction from my current state of mind. Like if I had a job at the moment, I would be busy trying to fulfill that and try to keep myself sane while I'm stressing out trying to get stuff done. But again, it's like you're stuck, and I've been trying to explore my mind. But when it comes to like depression or anxiety, and I even felt suicidal a couple times. It's just like mild suicidal tendencies, okay? I would suggest if anyone's going through that is to just talk to someone. Talk to a family member, talk to a friend, okay? You could go and talk to a therapist, but like again, therapists cost money, and obviously they are experts in these types of things. But again, it's like no one can understand. Like the whole a therapist can help uncover a lot of stuff about you that you can work through. But it's always good to get things off your chest with a friend or a family member. Okay. I've been talking to my mom and dad about my depression and how to handle that. And my dad, and I love my mom, but my dad seems to understand it a little bit better. The few times I try to talk to my mom about it, she sort of derails from the conversation. I don't know if it's because she doesn't want to talk about it and she feels uncomfortable and she doesn't want to tell me, or if it's that she sees more of an opportunity to get me to do stuff that she wants me to do, and it's just not helpful. Like she tells me like, oh, you should focus, like, oh, like you're stupid. Go focus on you getting a job or go to school or just clean the house. I'm like, Mom, I want to kill myself. I feel like I want to kill myself. I don't know if you know how serious that is, and you want me and clean the house, really? And but my dad understands it a little bit better. He's a bit more open-minded like me because I sort of inherited his mindset in a way. But again, it's like I don't fault my mom for that. I love my mom, and God bless her. But my dad seems to understand things a little bit better than her, and helps me get to the core root of things. I just look around. It's just that, guys, obviously, the whole idea is that I've been trying to cope with the idea that there are a lot of things that are out of my control, that I have no sort of qualms with, and I wish things could change. But the whole idea is that it's not forever. Things will change. Things will change for the better. But, a lot of it has to stem us from the very idea of the entertainment industry, not just in adult animation, but in kids animation, and not like kiddie animation, but like older kids animation, like, the whole thing about the TVY7 sort of stuff where they're for kids, but they're for an older audience. Okay, they're for a slightly older range of children that sort of understand it, that can be to it, not toddlers, but like older. They don't put there's not a lot of that stuff going around anymore. Not on Cartoon Network, not on Disney, and not on Nickelodeon or Paramount or whoever owns it at the moment, and that sucks. Okay, there was a lot of that stuff going around in the earlier days, and people just stemmed away from it because we're too sensitive to what we're being exposed to. Like, there were some shows on television that my mom would never let me or my brothers watch, and I guess and I don't know why, but obviously, even though we were old enough to understand it, but it was a lot of good fun. But those are the kind of things that I dread upon. Like, obviously, again, it's not forever. Things will change for the better. And I just hope that, we can look at it and just see that, like, hey, people tend to surprise us. I just think that I just contemplate on if I had control over things I could do, I would try to avoid having like a God complex and sort of like, look, if you talk to me, I can look at the fan base. I can do research and I can tell you what people are looking for. And then we can put that stuff out. But no, people don't want to do that. Okay? And it's hard to, when you try to first attempt to try to reach out and they don't listen to you because you're a nobody. But yeah. It's just I just need something like to get back on the track of my life with work. Excuse me, with work and all that stuff. School is already done, so I don't got to worry about that until August. But obviously, try to get that underway, get money flowing, so I can worry about that. I've been trying to set some time when I was working like the last couple of months ago. I was trying to contemplate on wanting to go back to Galveston for a trip like I did with my dad. But there was just a lot of things that happened, and it just didn't, like, I don't know if you guys are seeing in the background or such, but the house has for the last 4 months, the house has been under renovation. There've been a lot of changes lately, and it's just wow. And I used to go, and another thing too that keep me distracted was that I would go on walks with my mom. But like, again, I live in Texas and the summer heat is starting to come in and it's unbearable. So I just hope that as, we continue forward that, things will get better. And I mean, everything will get better, guys. It just takes time. All right. It takes time. You got to have patience and just talk to people. Talk to people friends or family. Don't let depression, define you. And you also know that everyone has depression. Everyone suffers from depression, and sometimes they have to, and you don't need to keep it in. Okay? Talking to someone who understands you better, friend or family, and just letting it go. Like, also, if you're a man, don't be afraid to cry. All right? Don't be afraid to cry. It's just, it's just hard, okay? Because I know getting old sucks, but it happens. And sometimes we have to reach a point in our life, like you will reach a certain point in your life throughout the course of your life where it's like you feel like from this point you felt bad, but you got better, and then for several years, like maybe several years after that, you felt okay. Like the same sort of situation for me. I felt the same over the course of my life, but it was always a different scenario. It's just a lot of things have been happening, and I wish nothing but the best. So guys, just want to let you know, I'm still here. I'm significantly better, but not completely. I've sort of been spiraling up a lot lately since that last video, but sort of spiraling down, but sort of like being stagnant in the sort of like above the middle. And I just want you guys to know that, hey, things will get better. It's not forever. And keep on keeping on, okay? You're not alone in this world. So with that being said, guys, please like this video if you agree with me. Leave a comment if you want to engage. Maybe you've been in this sort of scenario before and you found a way to get out of it. Maybe you have a life hack that's sort of like easy, like, oh, here's a quick fix for that, guys. And it actually does work. It's beneficial. And also, guys, subscribe to the channel. Subscribing really helps a lot with the growth of this channel because, honestly, again, I'm not making this a job of mine. It's just a hobby, but the more exposure I get, who knows? It's just wishful thinking. So guys, I hope y'all are doing better, and I will see all of you in the next video. Take care now.